Hi, everyone. Today, I'm going to share how I use NotebookLM for case digest. So generally, um, this is the tool that I use to study cases, and it really helps me bring down the number of pages for a case and be able to get the most meaty parts of the case, and it helps me to study more efficiently. So been in law well, it's been a month now since law school started this semester. And I've explored this early in the in the semester. Even before that, I was trying to find ways to help me study more efficiently. And really, it's very important that I do that because, as we all know, law school, for one subject, easily there's 100 cases that you need to read and you need to digest. And that's just for one subject, at least, no, in averaging 100 subjects. So the issue that I found myself in was there's so many cases to read and so little time. Um, I'm working full time, so that just a bit about me. I'm 45. I've been in law school since 2016. Um, in my career, I'm currently in middle management. I'm a manager for knowledge management. I have 20 years of work experience. And in my legal studies, I'm currently a sophomore. Was supposed to be a junior already, but there were changes to the curriculum. That's why some of the subjects that I already passed were consolidated into one subject. So that's why those weren't credited, and then I have to retake the subjects as consolidated into those newer subjects. So that's why I'm currently in my second year or sophomore year. So yeah, very hard to juggle work and studying. I work from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. or sometimes 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Law school classes start at what 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. usually. And then my regular work schedule is 6 to 3 or 7 to 4. Then study for a bit, 4 to 5, and then go to school, attend my classes, and then I get home at 10 p.m. Or 10:30, and then sleep. It's very important to sleep right after, and then I wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. Just to study and read cases and digest cases. So Notebook LM has really helped me be able to handle the volume of cases that I need to read. And today I will show you how I do it. All right. So first off, this is Notebook LM. So I currently have the uh, labor law cases open. So I've already um, uploaded some of the cases from the first topic up to the fourth topic. Oh no, up to the fifth. So I already have sub cases already lined up for synthesizing. So I don't want to call it digesting. I want to call it synthesizing because really, excuse me, I'm just synthesizing the cases. So what does this look like right now? So if I this is one of those well, this is the case, Great Pacific Life Insurance Corporation. Um Grepa Life versus Judico. So you'll see here some of the elements of the um synthesizing that I do. So the most common prompt or the prompt that I always use, but I change this from time depending on the topic. So number one, using the provided judicial decision, generate a comprehensive case digest by following all the instructions in the one prompt 7.pdf source file. So this is the prompt that will allow Notebook LM to generate a comprehensive case digest. And then after that, I ask I asked NotebookLM to answer this question. What is the significance of this case to the discussion on labor standards, general provisions, constitutional provisions, and state policy towards labor? And then the third one is get and consolidate legal concepts, legal doctrines, and rules and exceptions, and group into themes. Focus on these topics: labor standards, general provisions, constitutional provisions, and state policy towards labor. And then I applied this prompt to this case. So you'll see here, if I click this, you'll see here the entire case. Wow, this is a very short case. Okay. So, yeah, I won't go into this, but yeah, this is the meat of it. Um, all right. So, I'll show you the prompt as well. So I referenced here one prompt7.pdf. You can copy this. I had to create a PDF because this prompt is long. And then this teaches, yeah, here, this outline document outlines a structured method for analyzing judicial decisions specifically designed to mirror the approach of a bar exam question. So I wanted it to format the case digest as a bar exam question. It emphasizes breaking down a court's ruling into key components, starting with the case title and essential facts, legally relevant facts, to the topic that I'm trying to study. So anything that's related to, they call this, anything related to labor standards, general provisions, constitutional provisions, and state policy towards labor. And the core of the analysis focuses on identifying the specific legal issues the court addressed and then applying the ALAC method. Answer, legal basis, application, and conclusion to each issue. So it then answers each issue raised in the case. And this systematic framework ensures a comprehensive understanding of the court's reasoning, the ratio decidendi, by detailing how legal principles were applied to the case's facts, ultimately aiding in bar preparation. So, making these notes so that it's not just for this class this semester, but it will form the foundation of the review that I'll be doing in preparation for the bar. So, it has these elements here. I told it, given the uploaded judicial decision, please analyze the case and the court's reasoning using the ALAC method, mirroring the structure one would use to answer a bar question. And then it will state the full title, and then it will summarize the essential facts of the case related to the topic that I'm trying to study. And then it will give me the issues resolved by the court. And then what's the legal basis for the decision, and then it will then apply. There's the application. Where's the application? There should be an application here. Legal basis, there, application and analysis. Explain in detail how the court applied the legal basis to the specific facts from the case. All right, so we got let's get that out of the way. And then let's look at the how this analysis was structured. So you'll see here that this is not very short. It still retains a lot of the essential information from the case. So, but it gives you it gives me all the important information, and then making it easy to read. Although it's not getting rid of the legal jargon or the legalese from the case, but it just pulls out all of the necessary relevant information from the case so that it aids in understanding what really happened in this case. So the facts, right? So and then it lists down the issues resolved by the court, and then it shows us the court's ALAC analysis. So it's how NotebookLM interpreted the instruction. So first one, for the first issue, let's see how it's being handled by NotebookLM. So it answers the question to the issue one, whether there was an employer-employee relationship. And then what did the court say? Yes, there was an employer-employee relationship between the parties. And then it goes to the summary of the legal basis used by the court. And then we'll go to, so there's like a lot of legal basis applied by the court. It applied the two-tiered test, and then it gives us the definition of the two-tiered test. Um, yeah, and then it goes to the application of the legal basis. So just read here. You can pause the video, just read what NotebookLM came up with, and then um, it gives us a summary again of the case based on the ALAC method. And then yeah, so it does that with the second issue. And then this part here, significance of this case to the discussion on labor standards, general provisions, constitutional provisions, and state policy towards labor. So it gives a reason why this is significant, and then goes into a discussion about labor standards and general provisions, what the case is all about, constitutional provisions, what constitutional provisions were discussed in the case, and then it goes to a discussion on the legal concepts that can be derived from this case. So there's the employer-employee relationship, no uniform test, right to control test, economic realities test. So it gets all of this information from the case itself. And this forms a basis for your notes, for your review. You can copy this and put it into Anki so that you can, do spaced repetitions, flip cards, right? Or you can take this and put it anywhere. You can write it down in your notebook if you want to. Sometimes there's a benefit to writing down things. It makes us help remember things better. Maybe that's why some professors would ask us to write down case digest. So yeah, so everything here, right? So proof of employment. Then this is just coming from one case, right? So constructive dismissal, because that's relevant to this case, there was a discussion on constructive dismissal. So yeah, and then okay, so this is Greppa Life. This one was I think Angelica Francisco. Yeah, Angelica Francisco. So this one here is the digest or synthesis of Greppa Life versus Judico. Let's go and try Gregorio V. Tonko so that I can show you what I do after this, after it um, call that, and after it synthesizes. So let me copy that prompt from my notes, and then I'll paste it here in the prompt box. So this case is still under the general provisions, constitutional provisions topic. So I won't change the prompt. So let's click run, and then it will provide us with a synthesis of the case. And let's just check how long this case is. Okay, yeah. So this case is pretty long. It's pretty wordy. Maybe if we print this out easily, this could be 20 to 25 pages, maybe more. Right? So yeah, and then there it goes. It starts synthesizing this case. All right. Okay, this is the footnotes. So a very long footnotes as well. Okay, I think this is done. Nope, not yet. All right, so let's look at the result. So it gives us the citation, gives us the essential facts, what happened to this case. We pause it. You can pause the video and do a read through, and then it presents the issue resolved by the court, and then the application. Okay, the answer, what happened in the case, what was the legal basis, fourfold test, relied on the fourfold test, and then let's see the application. Okay, so it still helps me understand what this case is all about. And like right here, the court distinguished Tonko's case from precedents where an employer-employee relationship was found. Okay, from Insular Life. Okay, so it got that information from the case. And then what was the final conclusion, right? So the answer, the court reversed, but sometimes this conclusion part summary gives a longer version of that. So you can do whatever with this. when you're asked to submit a case digest by the professor, you have to handwrite it down. You have to write it down. Um, you can then look through the essential facts and then get the most important details, enough details so that you'll pass the handwritten case digest. But that's only for compliance. But this here is really for your own study. And then um, this is the significant part of this synthesis. What's the significance of this case? Um, so labor standards, general provisions, consti, yeah. So and then what were the legal concepts discussed? Okay, so that's good. And then what I do next is I copy that, and then I go to my labor law cases folder, create this as a new document, just paste it here. So I use Google Docs because it formats the when I copy it from here, it retains the formatting. And yeah, and then there's a lot of other great tools when you use Google Docs compared to using Microsoft Word, because you can still use Gemini AI here, right? So you can ask it to summarize um, the facts, issues, and ruling in formal tone and in bullets, bullet points. So for yeah, so there, right? If you have to write it down on an index card or a legal bond paper, then for submission, then you can use this. I don't think it's cheating, but it makes things easier and more efficient. It facilitates learning. So it's all up to you though, because if you're just going to rely on these summaries here and you don't actually study this part here and you don't um, read at least this synthesis and not read the whole case. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not reading the full cases. I'm just reading through the synthesized version so that it helps me grasp the legal concepts that are being discussed by the ponente, by the judge, um, in easier language. All right. And then yeah, so important thing here is you copy the title. Okay. Right. All right. And then uh, here. So another cool thing with Google products, you can go to this page and then you can ask AI. Okay, ask Gemini. All right. So um, let's see. What was my prompt again? Get and consolidate. I'll copy this and put it here. So it's now looking at all of these cases, right? Let's remove the number. It's not allowing me to. Okay. Okay. So I had to add sources. Let's see if it was able to capture all of the sources here. Yeah. So it was able to get these sources. And then there, you have it, your notes from these cases, right? Okay. So maybe you're asking how to add a new case though. So let's look at public international law, right? So let's do a new case. So I'll highlight one prompt 7, and then I'll add a new case. So I was up to um, topic 3, 10th case. Okay, so third topic, I think I was able to get all of the cases. Ah, no, there's still one more case that I wasn't able to upload. Am I correct? Oh, no, I have. Why do I have Pangilinan as number 8? Ah, so it repeated. Okay. So let's look at this case here. Shigenori Kuroda. So we'll just search for no, this is GR. I don't want to do a GR. That's easy. Let's look at the ICJ cases. Okay, how do we download and upload it in NotebookLM? So Western Sahara case. I think this one, Western Sahara. And then let's go to what's being asked here. Reports, advisory opinion. So let's go to advisory opinion. And the date of the advisory opinion is 1975. Yeah, this one. So let's download it in English. Download. Go to my downloads. Okay. Then let's go back to NotebookLM. And then go to your downloads and put it there. Okay, so it's done. It's highlighted. You have two sources. Go to your prompt, copy this, and since this is no longer labor law, you have to check the outline, the course outline. What what's the current topic? So it's talking about subjects of international law, legal personality, states, creation of statehood, recognition, right of all peoples to self-determination. Um, so subjects of international law. The subjects of international law, else legal personality, and let's just copy this since this is going to be the topic for this case. I have to edit this a bit. Legal personality, states, recognition. Okay. And then just copy this, put it here. All right. And let's run it. It's taking a while, so uh, let it do its thing. All right, there you go. So this case, if we look at the PDF easily, well, let's go to the PDF earlier. This is 73 pages. This is 73 pages, right? And it's very text heavy. So I don't have the time to read this entire thing. So what happened here is that the case was synthesized into very short summary, right? So essential facts to the case. And then what were the issues that were addressed by the court? How did the court answer each issue? Okay. And then states here the legal basis for each of the issues that the court addressed and how it applied the legal basis. And then for each question, there's a summary. And then significance of this case to international law concepts, subjects of international law and legal personality, right? There's discussion here about that. Then states creation. Courts finding that neither Morocco nor Mauritanian entity established territorial sovereignty. Okay, it's crucial. And then there's a topic again for rights of all people to self-determination. And it's getting these information from the case. And then legal concepts, legal doctrines, and rules and exceptions. International Court of Justice jurisdiction. So what is jurisdiction of the ICJ? It has that discussion here. And then distinction between continuous and advisory opinion, rules, decolonization, and self-determination. So this is a topic in this case, right? Self-determination of peoples. So it helps me. Well, hopefully it will also help you identify what topics you need to study from this case. And there's you just have to invest a little more time in reading through this, and definitely it will help you understand some key concepts and key legal doctrines that our professor or your professor is wanting you to study. That's why they assigned this case to you or to us, right? To me. Okay. So, in summary, NotebookLM is a great tool to synthesize cases. Um, so it in this demonstration, it turned a 73-page decision into, let's see. Of course, I'm not going to save it here, but 73 pages down to 8 pages, right? And then it's neatly summarized, neatly synthesized to facilitate your study, to facilitate your learning. And then if you want, you can grab the concepts here, legal concepts um, about decolonization, copy this, go to Anki, create a card um, so that you can use spaced repetition to review these concepts. Then never skip reading the actual synthesized case, so that you'll understand what happened in the case and how did the court apply the legal concepts in resolving this case. So yeah, it's been Notebook LM has been very helpful. This is going to I'm going to test this out for the rest of the semester. This is how I'll be studying this semester, um, and of course, complying with the requirements from the professors in terms of passing written case digest. So if I was required to submit this one, I'll be doing this, right? Maybe it could do better in shortening that, because I don't think that that's going to fit into a legal size on paper. But yeah, and this is going to still hurt your hands if you're going to write this down, right? So just get this. There's a good video um, out there in YouTube talking about the different types of case digests and how to write them. So Lex in Motion, just go to Lex in Motion, and there's that video there. Maybe I can show that. Let's go to YouTube. Lex in Motion. Yes. There, that this video here. So just go to this video. It will um, give a detailed explanation of the different types of case digests and how to write them, how to do them. And definitely, I'm going to apply those principles that he teaches with combining it with this synthesized cases in Notebook LM. So that's about it for this video. I know it's been pretty long, and I hope that you got something out of this. And yeah, if you'd like to join me in this challenge this semester to um, execute this approach for the entire semester, um, let's do it. And in a couple of weeks, I'll also be providing updates how I did in my prelims, my midterms, and the finals using this particular method, right? And of course, this is just a tool. It's still your ability to study. It's still your ability to learn that's going to really count. If you just do this synthesizing in Notebook LM and you don't actually study or read, um, then no, you're not going to learn anything, right? So it's just the same as looking at the full case and getting overwhelmed and then not doing any reading at all. So if you synthesize it like this and still you don't read, you still get that overwhelmed feeling and you get stuck. Of course, you're not going to learn. So my philosophy here is that this is not cheating. This is facilitating learning. So let's learn how to use these AI tools properly and do not use it for any type of cheating. So you don't submit an article that your professor asked you to write and just tell Notebook LM or tell Gemini AI, hey, Gemini AI, please write me an article about this particular topic. No, we don't do that here. So you still need to read the synthesized version and then you write the assignment using your own words, using your own intellect, and not rely on the article that's going to be produced by the AI tool. So use this tool to facilitate learning. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching and have a great one.